Yes, yes. Good afternoon, Source. What is going on in the world of the Matrix? Yes, the Matrix. We debuted the Source Sister Chronicles yesterday. They are in media grooming. Yes, they are in media grooming. But Messiah been putting in that work. But yesterday, we brought out some of the equipment, the mics, and let them have a little fun, hands on. You know the vibe, man. But, it's looking like we're getting some more inclement weather yonder. Yes, yonder this way. We have to wait and see, man. Today is hump day. How is everybody doing today? Yesterday's sauce, good sauce, like always. The article though, that's what I want to get on here and speak on my articles, my column. Starting to take off. Salute to these boxing groups that, actually have people in them that read. Everything's not visual. Some people still do read. So salute to those that do read, are into reading articles, just not into the whole visual YouTube thing. Not saying nothing's wrong with the YouTube thing, but 9 times out of 10, when you read something, you take it in better. Studies have shown. And from my own recollection, I believe that is to be true. When you read something, it kind of settles in you a little better. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Shout out to everybody out there building. This is day 2, February. Look, 1 month already down the drain. And you could tell the people who aren't building because their movement, things that they do, they're still doing. Like I just said, 1 month. It's in the bag already. January. We got 11 to go now. One went by that fast. See how fast that went? And this is the shortest of the calendar year now. Before you know, spring will be here. What will the excuse be then? Hopefully, y'all catching this sauce. If not, it is what it is. But my speaking point for this afternoon is I want to touch this, right? Um, Being that it's Black History Month, right? You might hear some noise because we're in the yard. That's why I paused the thought for a second because I don't want the actual loud truck to interrupt what I'm about to say, right? Okay, he is out the way. Like I said, February, Black History Month. This afternoon topic is about two iconic Black leaders, Malcolm, Martin. Now, watch how I tie this source in. This isn't written. I don't have a script in front of me. This is what we call off the head. Malcolm and Martin. Watch how I tie this source in. Now, whenever you are dealing with people and you are dealing with situations, are you going to handle it like brother Malcolm or brother Martin? Now you're like, damn, Sauce, what do you mean? Malcolm, by any means necessary. Martin, we shall overcome. Go more in depth with that, Sauce. By any means necessary. You standing firm. You slap me, I slap you back. You disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back. You try to put pressure on me, I'm going to apply pressure on you back. by any means necessary. Malcolm Martin, you smack me, I'm gonna turn the other cheek. You disrespect me, I'm gonna pray for you. You slander my character, I'm gonna pray for you. You kick me when I'm down, I'm gonna pray for you. Malcolm Martin. Now, when you grow up in your household, depending on how you was raised, pretty much those are the two rules of life. Maybe you come from that family where they like, you don't let nobody touch you. You don't let nobody put their hands on you. Or you might come from that family that if somebody hits you, you go get this person, you go get that person. Malcolm Martin. You see the separation? Are y'all catching the source? How I'm breaking it down somewhat slow to y'all? Malcolm Martin. Now, when you deal with different things in life, are you going to handle them like Malcolm or are you going to handle them like Martin? A lot of brothers that go the Malcolm route, sometimes it gets them trapped off. Now, what I mean by trapped off, sometimes they get a bad rap. They might get locked up. They might lose their life. They might lose their freedom. They might lose their way. Sometimes the brothers that go the Martin route, they get classified as being weak. They get taken advantage of. They get, some would say, played with. See, with the source, and I want y'all to catch this, I feel you need a formula, a gumbo, a mixture of both Malcolm and Martin. Because a lot of things that Martin stood by and stood on and stood firm on, they are very powerful, powerful principles to have. Faith, believing in God, praying. Those are all great principles. But the turning the other cheek when you are hit, I believe that's where you need the Malcolm on. Because at the end of the day, when it's a war or it's a battle, you have to fight fire with fire. Now, for many years, I was just so Malcolmed out. I didn't really want to fuck with the Martin philosophy at all. Maybe it's the environment that I was raised in and the people that I was raised around. So all I knew was to be aggressive. You come at me aggressively, I'm coming right back at you aggressively. You play dirty poker, I'm coming right back at you dirty. Eye for eye type ish. But as I got older and wiser, and I took counsel from older, wiser gentlemen who have longer experiences. That's why it's always good to sit back and listen to a elder, regardless if he's 5 years older than you, 10 years, 15, 20 years, your elder, your senior. He's been around longer than you. He probably, not probably, most likely experienced a lot more than what you experience. Because like I said, He's been around longer. So when I started taking and counsel from older, more seasoned elders, the source started moving differently. And once you, like I said, Malcolm, Martin, you blend that together, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But Malcolm Martin, when you do have to stand firm and you stand firm correctly, trust and believe if they do attempt to cross that line, they know that there is no coming back once they cross that line, especially when you carry it the way you carry it. So when you see the source on here standing firm, it's because certain individuals might have crossed that line. And now you are seeing the growth of the source. Shout out to the Source Sister Chronicles, Boxing Babies, interviews, coverage. Yes, the growth. See what I titled this? If you was down with the brand, you always knew the plan. So when certain lines are crossed, sometimes you just not crossing who you think you are crossing. If you was down with the brand, you already knew the plan. See, hopefully y'all catching this sauce. And this is all off the top. Martin, Malcolm. This isn't written. I'm noticing a lot now on the Matrix. Guys are getting scripted plots, scripted programs. Are you programmed? Is that the frequency you are on now? Maybe if that is the frequency that you are flowing off of, maybe you need to reevaluate yourself and look in the mirror. Because if you have to be programmed or fed a script to flow, maybe it's not in you. If you know, you know. So, how I carry it, like I just said with certain individuals, is because Malcolm, Martin, they crossed that line. And we move differently. We were raised different. And we react different. So when you play with an individual who I noticed that I hear this saying a lot on the Matrix, a code. See, a lot of people want to say they live by a code, but they carry it a whole total different way. What is your code? But the ones that do live by a code and carry that code, when they start moving that way, goalposts get moved, narratives get changed. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the code that you claim you live by, you don't, and you fold, and you do like what you are. Your true colors come out, your true feelings come out. So I say that to say this. If you are a individual who only gets busy in the matrix, only thing you know how to do is play tricks. But tricks are for kids, you silly rabbits. And Shout out to all the elders that I have been blessed to build with over the years. One thing about a lie, it always has to change. But the truth is consistent. Consistency, it shall always remain the same. One thing about this source is, regardless of who watches, views, the source stays in the mix. The source stays building. The source stays continually to grow. Once again, shout out to the Source Sisters, CEO Nasaya, Coach Reen. You have the source now. The seed has been planted. Shout out to Unc. And like a gardener slash father, protector, provider, teacher, I am nourishing my plants and they are growing. Malcolm Martin. That was just a little sauce. Black history. Future. Yes. Not month. Black history future. Because your seeds, for the ones that take care of their seeds, nourish their seeds, will grow to become the future. Yes, Black History Future. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed and digested this sauce. You know, sometimes we just don't have to get on here and talk or, you know, expose boxing. We can sometimes just kick sauce life stories slash lessons slash journeys. You know, just vibing out. See, it's good when you have time to just come on here and just speak freely. You see, this was a freestyle off the top of the dome. Now, 5 p.m. when I do the sauce, yes, I've been jotting down my speaking points on what I want to talk about today on the show. I'm probably going to give you the ministry segment because I missed that yesterday, having my daughters in media class, but I don't want to even call it class because a class you are being taught. What they are doing is learning life experiences, you know? And like I explained to Nasiah and Coach Reed today, I stopped at the Dollar Tree. I just bought them some notebooks so they can jot down questions that they want to ask the fighters, the coaches. See, I'm giving y'all free gems because each one teach one. And the more you nourish your seeds, the more they will grow. So hopefully y'all caught that sauce. But yes, 5 p.m. Dope show. You know, yesterday, damage control, hot topic. You know, I tore the matrix up with that. I want to talk about today boxing because I got some footage from the press conferences going on right now. You see, like when you have a real media company, a real media team, and you put in enough work on the scenes, you know, you have a team, so you don't have to always be all hands on deck. But I'm going to probably drop some coverage from the press conference at MSG. Uh, Probably get into a little talk of that women's boxing because I see that's a major, point right now. But women's boxing is alive. You know, talk a little bit about that because that's going to be a major fight April 30th. See, it might not come off as a major fight in the community that you are around and the element that you are used to because, like I said, shout out to my man. He hit me up. He said, "Yo, you don't be doing it in the basement." Now we do it in real life, but the ones that's only doing it in the basement, doing it behind a green screen, they're not on the scene, so they can't relate. And I find it this funny too, right? And I gotta say this. I was called a clout chaser, a capper, and I laugh. You gotta laugh at that, right? Because the people that put those type of try to categorize you as that, right? When you look at them and you look at yourself, and you look what you do and you look what they do, that's how you gotta take it. And look how I'm tying it back in with you now to give you the philosophy. Malcolm Martin. See, you take that when they call you these names and they try to categorize you as this. You take that with the Martin, especially if you move like the Source. If you move like the Source, and somebody tells you that you're a capper, you're clout chasing, but you're really in the mix, and then you look at them and they're not in the mix, you gotta laugh. You gotta do your Martin. You gotta do your Martin, man. Turn the cheek on that. You laugh. And then this is where the Malcolm comes into play. Just so happens if you do see them at an event, right? But 9 times out of 10, when you do catch some of these guys at events that be on that type of time on the internet, they don't be on that type of time in the flesh. Malcolm. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce and y'all was feeling the sauce master, you know? The sauce master, man. I'm just vibing out, enjoying life, saying my prayers, living life. Hopefully that, the next storm that's coming up here, it swerves on us, man. Cause I don't even know how many hours we done clocked already, man. You know? Like yesterday was I think was the first 8 hour day. And it didn't even seem like 8, it seemed so long. It seems so long. It's like, I'm done with the season already, man. But we still got a whole month. And sometimes we get a little bit in March and even in April. But you know the vibes, man. Red beans and gravy. I ain't lazy. 5 p.m. Tap into the source. Appreciate that like. I'm debating on whether having an open panel tonight. I don't know. We'll have to see. Definitely be back in the gym tonight. We stay in the gym. We frequent gyms. Look, this is one of the times when I was in Mayweather's. Yes, a lot of world champions touch that ring, those rings out there, man. But yes, 5 p.m. tap in. I just got an email on, so you hear me pausing. I'm reading the email. But yes, 5 p.m. tap in, man. I think we up to 298. We're closing in on 300. Maybe 300. I'll open up the floor to everybody. 298. Like I said, I want to do the ministry. I missed the day, so I want to focus on the ministry today. I think I talked a little bit too much today, so sometimes you have to give yourself this.
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.
Yes, well, hopefully y'all enjoyed this sauce. Like I said, man, it's just comedy.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.